Tarot cards represented as music genres according to a tarot reader and practitioner of 7 years. The Fool, Three of Cups, the Lovers, the Six of Wands, and the Sun are cards I associate with the pop of the early 2000s, mid 2010s. The pop music of this time was encouraging listeners to be foolish towards their problems and the struggles of the world. Due to the recession or the recessions, there was a lot of talks of, oh, I ain't paying my rent this month, or I don't got no money, I'm going to the thrift store, that. And once again, the Fool is a youthful card. This genre of pop really appealed to the youth. You could be 25 years old, a part of the clubbing culture, or you can be 5 years old listening to Kesha, wishing you were a part of the rise of club culture at this time. We cannot talk about the music without the culture. So, the Six of Wands, we're seeing a lot of topics of fame in the music and popularity and recognition and being cocky and being confident. That's what the Six of Wands is about. So, that's happening in a lot of the music. And a lot of the artists of that time, they were at their highest peaks between the early 2000s and the mid 2010s because of the rise of technology, in social media. Paparazzi's crazy, celebrities started getting on social media and becoming more of a personal brand rather than just music on the radio, rather than just music on the CD. Like, they're selling people now, basically. So, like I said, the rise of club culture was happening in this time. So, we're seeing partying, we're seeing clubbing, we're seeing drinking. This would all relate to the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups can also talk about third parties. I know in this genre, there was a lot of talks of like infidelity and cheating as well. But that was just signed off as like, we're being young, we're being choosy, we're having a lot of options. Options also comes in the Three of Cups card, and being choosy, like, who do I want to dance with tonight, who do I want to take home? Too bad I can only take one home, right? Or since it's the Three of Cups. Wait, there was also a lot of talks about three during that time too. Okay, so the Sun. We're talking about joy. Every song, every day feels like summer. Once again, we have a rise in pop culture because of the technological and, uh, you know, the technological advancements caused a rise in the interest in pop culture. And the Sun also talks about flashiness and being seen. So it also has that like relation to fame again, kind of like the Six of Wands, both fire cards. I think Six of Wands is also Leo card, like the Sun is. So it's like flashy, can't ignore aesthetics. We're seeing a lot of glitter, we're seeing a lot of sparkles, we're seeing a lot of color around this time. The Sun also talks about freedom, being young, and um feeling youthful because there's a kid in the Sun card. So that's symbolizing youth, playfulness, and even freedom and liberation because the kid has no clothes on, and no clothes is symbolism for vulnerability and freedom. Ace of Wands because there's talks of sex and promiscuity. And speaking of the sound in a technical sense and relating it to the Ace of Wands, we're seeing and we're hearing fast music. There was a rise in electronic dance music. Ace of Wands is a very fast paced card, and we're hearing the music is electronic, it's electric, and there was a huge emphasis on the future of electronics and technology and electricity. There was such huge excitement and anticipation for the future, and specifically hot and sweaty on the dance floor, being in heat, vitality, movement. Wands is fire. Remember that. So it's the energy, it's movement, it's dance, it's speed, right? And that was what was going on because, again, this was when pop wasn't boring. This is when it was bright, and this was the rise, the peak of club culture. The Lovers, there's often talks about love, sexuality, and sex in the genre, and this was also when gay marriage was legalized between this time. So there was specific songs about that, and we were seeing more artists that were not straight. We were seeing more queer artists. We're hearing more queer artists on the radio, and they're getting more recognition.